Okay, this is a Singer Slant Matic 500A, also dubbed the Rocketeer, and that's because of back in the day of its space age looking styling. This machine is in excellent cosmetic condition. It's just serviced and ready to go. It is one of the quietest ones that we've had for a while. Some of these gear-driven Singers can be very tinny, and you know, when their motors are running. This one doesn't have the tinniness to it. It's fairly quiet. I'm going to do something a little different. I've got some quilting squares ready to do. I sew blankets for a charity organization here, and I'm going to just sew some of my squares together with it. Please note that it does include the, let me pull it over here, original box of accessories, the 2-layer box. Has instruction manual in it, even though the staples have come out of the manual. There's no staples, but it's all here. Needles, everything is included in the goodie box. Double layer full, including the 5 original cams. And it does have a tube of motor lubricant in it as well. And the case is very nice. Accessory box, I should say. Cosmetically, the machine is wonderful. No major paint dings. Usually there's some dings along the edge. This one's very nice. Of course, it uses the Class 66 drop-in bobbin. It has the slant shank. Uses 15x1 needles. And yes, it will use 2 needles side by side for double needle sewing. You do not have to purchase a special needle for these Singers. They use 2 needles side by side in the needle clamp. It does include the fairly rare 3rd spool pin that stores right here in the hole. And the 3rd spool pin is so if you want to close the top, you can sew with the top closed with 1 spool of thread. It has 30+ built-in stitches. It is all metal. It's gear driven. There's no belt. And it also uses the top hat cams. Now, there are 22 total cams available of the Singer top hats, but the other 17 patterns that are available are already built into this machine's internal cam stack. So it's kind of redundant to have a complete set of cams, 22 cams, when this machine already creates them on its own. The patterns are selected by the combinations of 2 dials here on the front. This left and right dial, letter combinations create different patterns. You have a handy eye-level stitch chart at the top. The nose piece is in good condition, very sturdy. These are normally sometimes broke off. You got an eye-level threading chart here. This is a very wonderful example of 500. And I'm going to set the camera down here and get it right. And I'm going to sit down and just put together a couple squares for you so you can hear it run. If you're looking for one of these machines, you're probably already done your research and know what it's capable of. Of course, it'll do your normal denim, a couple layers of leather. You know, I'm not really going to go into that norm. This quilting square is not square. It's getting me a little messed up there. Oh, I need a seam guide. I'm just going to use a magnetic one. This is not included. You have your own seam guide in the accessory box, but I'm going to use the magnetic. It's a little easier for me to deal with, and that's what I prefer to use. So, here we go. I'm going to start with a straight stitch, which is A, K, knobs have to be locked in to get them right here.